Born in 1936 outside of Johnstown, Pennsylvania, Marlin Mickle earned his bachelor's, master's, and PhD in electrical engineering from Pitt, joining the university's faculty in 1962. During his prolific career, he accumulated more than 40 patents on innovations ranging from gyro sensors to using radio frequency energy waves to create wireless communication networks, battery chargers, and identification tags. His influence was felt across many labs, and he founded the RFID Center of Excellence at the Swanson School of Engineering. To honor his legacy, the University of Pittsburgh Innovation Institute has established the Marlin Mickle Outstanding Innovator Award.
Well, we've been honoring the innovator community for a long period of time, and we thought it time to recognize those individuals who we'd consider outstanding. So when we thought of that, we couldn't think of anyone better than Marlin. Not only in terms of numbers did he have the most innovations, a great number of startup companies, a great number of patents. He just, to us, exemplified what an innovator should be. And so when we were putting this together, there was really no other choice. And with Marlin's passing, it was a great time to honor him, as well as figure out a way of honoring future innovators in his memory.
Marlin Mickle made this lab. He made it possible here. So there was almost a 50-year history of the university and history of innovation at the university, kind of combined into that single person, right?
Marlin was one of the first faculty members in the university to start a drive for innovation and going after patents. I used to kid him that the Office of Technology Management that pre-existed the Innovation Institute should have been paying at least half his salary for the amount of time he spent there.
And he was, I think, a trendsetter in how to take technologies to market when it was at a time when that was not necessarily supported.
Anything that you would ask of him in terms of looking at a technology from someone else, helping us judge it, help us figure out ways of commercializing it, Marlin was always there. If you could draw a picture of an innovator that you'd want to work with all the time, you'd draw Marlin.
He was always reaching out to that Office of Technology Management because he wanted it to take everything he was doing to take that last step and to get out there and be a product. I know he was very fond of Harold Swift, who was with the Office of Technology Management. And I also know that every morning he and Harold used to talk at 7:30 until I got into the picture. I think Harold missed him very, very much, but they had a very close working relationship.
Dr. Mickle dedicated his life to advancing his research and commercialization efforts, as well as to caring for others and giving back to the university. In 2004, he endowed a pair of faculty chairs in his department to honor his parents.
On a personal basis, there were many people outside of the university that he helped. There was a good friend of his mother that lived after his mother passed away. Marlin took care of her financially as well as just in general.
He was also, above all else, a teacher.
I wasn't really thinking about doing grad school. A few professors had asked me if I wanted to go to grad school, and I was convinced that I wanted to go get a job in industry. But after working for Dr. Mickle, then I kind of saw myself doing grad school if I could have that kind of advisor.
He was extremely passionate about every project he worked on. It came through, and it was motivating to be in the same room or to listen to him talk just because of that passion.
Losing Dr. Mickle was, it was very sudden, and I really miss having his input on things that I have questions about.
Late in life, Dr. Mickle decided that it was time to create more space for his personal life.
I was coming back from my son's house, and I went off the elevator and I wasn't watching, and I almost crashed into Marlin Mickle. I knew he lived across the hall from me. I had heard all good things about him, but I'd never really had the chance to meet him. I'd seen him, we'd said hello, but that was about it. So this was virtually crashing into him, and I said, oops. I guess he liked the oops, because 5 minutes later he called me up and suggested that we have dinner together. So we did. First night, December 7th, 2011, and we were married 1 year later.
Dr. Mickle's influence continues to be felt in the lives that he touched.
The shock of Mickle's passing severely affected all of us. Not having his mentorship, well, not having him as a friend was a big hurt, but not having his mentorship in the lab also has made us quite literally ask, what would Mickle do in almost every situation we come into?
Suddenly I'm saying something or doing something or thinking something, I'm saying, that's Marlin. I mean, that's the memory that lives on, that's the influence that he's had with people. Oh yes, I think very much his presence is there, his personality pervades, and people are motivated and inspired by his quest for excellence and greatness. And that's the legacy that remains with everyone who bears him in mind.